You know Brad Pitt is an actor, but did you know he's also a sculptor who has sold his art for hundreds of thousands of dollars? That's just a small piece of an incredible world we've never seen. In this video, we're going beyond the blockbuster movies. We're going to explore his $400 million net worth, his unique supercar collection, and the reason he spent $40 million on a historic mansion site unseen. If you're ready to discover the real man behind the legend, hit that like button and subscribe right now. Let's dive in. Hobbies and Passions. You know him as one of the biggest movie stars on the planet, an icon of the silver screen. But what does Brad Pitt, the man, do when the cameras stop rolling and the world isn't watching? The answer is far more artistic, intricate, and hands-on than you could ever imagine. During the quiet solitude of the pandemic, he wasn't just binge-watching shows, he was immersing himself in music. Filmmaker Spike Jonze recalls how Pitt would obsess over newly released songs, practicing the guitar relentlessly to, in his words, experience them inside out. This deep dive into creativity wasn't just a fleeting hobby. He also took up pottery, describing the craft of making porcelain ceramics as a solo, very quiet, very tactile kind of sport. Friends and critics have noted the surprising quality of his work, particularly candlestick creations painted in black and gold, describing them as having a significant heft and durability, almost like a quality Leica camera that could endure for centuries. This journey into art started even earlier, around 2017, when he began creating sculptures as a form of self-reflection, channeling the complex emotions from his past relationships into tangible, visual art. It all culminated in 2022 when he made his official fine art debut at the prestigious Sarah Hilden Art Museum in Finland, exhibiting a stunning range of works from miniature timber houses to powerful silicone sculptures frozen in motion after being hit with ammunition. But his passion doesn't just lie in creating. He is also a serious collector. Over the last 15 years, he has cultivated a significant personal art collection, even taking painting lessons from the renowned British artist Colin Davidson. He's a regular at major art fairs, not just buying what's valuable, but acquiring works that genuinely move him and inspire his children. But here's the part they don't tell you. His earliest artistic passion might be the most intimate. Long before the sculptures and paintings, he was a dedicated black and white photographer. In 2008, he shot a series of incredibly intimate portraits of his then partner, Angelina Jolie, and their family on Kodak Tech Pan film, revealing a sophisticated eye for lighting, composition, and grain that even seasoned photography enthusiasts admired. This artistic drive, however, isn't confined to a canvas or a darkroom. It extends to shaping the very world around him. The architect and the adventurer. Ever wondered what happens when a movie star with a profound passion for design gets his hands on multi-million-dollar architectural projects? Brad Pitt's passion for design isn't just a casual interest. It's a hands-on obsession that has seen him study computer-aided design under the legendary Frank Gehry and collaborate on a sustainable hotel project in Dubai. His admiration for architectural greats like Mies van der Rohe even led him to help raise funds to preserve the iconic Farnsworth House. This drive to build and improve is powerfully demonstrated by his Make It Right Foundation, which championed sustainable housing in New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina, integrating green design to rebuild entire communities. But his quest for understanding isn't just external, it's deeply internal. He meticulously keeps a dream journal by his bed, recording his dreams each morning. He credits this practice with helping him confront and alleviate recurring nightmares by simply asking, why upon waking? On the physical front, he's a lifelong sports enthusiast. His research for the film Moneyball deepened his love for baseball, and he maintains a disciplined fitness regimen of hiking, swimming, and functional training. He's also a fan of golf, tennis, and international soccer, and a dedicated supporter of the Los Angeles Lakers. Yet, one of his most fervent passions is for the high-speed world of MotoGP. He calls the riders poetic and beautiful for their ability to navigate the razor's edge of danger and has followed the sport religiously, like a maniac for decades. This blend of intense creativity, intellectual curiosity, and adrenaline-fueled passion paints a picture of a man far more complex than his on-screen personas. Now, let's dive into the relationships that have defined his public life just as much as his films. Brad Pitt's love life. The Hollywood golden couple. Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston. It was a romance that defined an era. Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston first met in 1994, introduced by their managers. Aniston later remembered him as just this sweet guy from Missouri. Their friendship blossomed into a relationship in 1998, and their red carpet debut at the 1999 Emmy Awards instantly cemented them as Hollywood's golden couple. The proposal was as grand as their status. Pitt popped the question at a Sting concert in November 1999, and they married on July 29, 2000 in a stunning beachside ceremony in Malibu with 200 guests. Their union was celebrated, marked by high-profile appearances and even a joint guest spot on Friends in 2001. However, the fairy tale came to an end when they announced their separation on January 7, 2005. They insisted it was the result of much thoughtful consideration and not tabloid rumors, finalizing their divorce that October. What's truly remarkable, though, is what happened in the years that followed. They've since rekindled a strong, supportive friendship, sharing warm moments at events like the 2020 SAG Awards and proving that not all Hollywood endings are tragic. But as this chapter of his life was closing, another, even more dramatic one was just beginning on the set of a blockbuster spy film, one that would change his life and the landscape of Hollywood forever. The Brangelina era. A global power couple, from on-screen assassins to a real-life global power couple. The story of Brangelina was a phenomenon. Brad Pitt met Angelina Jolie on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith in 2003 while he was still married to Jennifer Aniston. Jolie would later reflect that their powerful bond was forged not through an instant romance, but through a strange friendship and partnership that developed as they worked together. Following Pitt's split from Aniston in January 2005, their relationship became public, and they quickly became one of the most famous couples in the world. Their family expanded almost as quickly. Jolie adopted their daughter Zahara from Ethiopia in 2005, and as her son Maddox grew deeply fond of Pitt, the couple moved closer. Pitt legally adopted both of Jolie's children, and their family continued to grow with the birth of their first biological daughter, Shiloh, in May 2006. They then adopted their son Pax from Vietnam in March 2007 and welcomed their twins, Knox and Vivienne, in July 2008. They had built this incredible multicultural family of 8 in the full glare of the public eye. After nearly a decade together, they finally confirmed their engagement on April 12, 2012, when Jolie debuted a stunning, custom-designed ring featuring a center diamond of over 10 carats, which Pitt had helped create. They wed in a deeply personal and intimate civil ceremony on August 23, 2014 at their beautiful estate, Chateau Miraval, in France, surrounded only by their 6 children and close family. However, the intensity that defined their relationship also marked its end. On September 20, 2016, Angelina Jolie filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. What followed was a protracted and painful legal battle over custody and assets that continued for years. By April 2019, they were both declared legally single as they continued to negotiate the final terms of their settlement. After years of such high-profile relationships under the constant, unforgiving glare of the media, you might think he'd swear off romance for good. But here's the part they don't tell you. His current relationship might just be his most peaceful and grounded one yet. So, who is the woman who has quietly captured Brad Pitt's heart after all the public drama? Her name is Inés de Ramón, a successful jewelry designer, and their love story has been refreshingly low-key and normal. The pair were first spotted together on November 15, 2022, looking comfortable and happy at a Bono concert in Los Angeles. Sources close to the couple revealed that they had already been dating for a few months and were simply having fun together, though their relationship wasn't exclusive at first, but things quickly grew more serious. By December 2022, De Ramón was by Pitt's side at the after-party for his film Babylon and celebrated his 59th birthday with him. They rang in 2023 with a romantic getaway to Cabo San Lucas, where insiders confirmed that Pitt was not seeing anyone else and was very happy. It really seems like he's found a partner outside the Hollywood bubble. And there's a sense of calm and authenticity to their relationship that feels different. Throughout 2023, their bond continued to deepen. They enjoyed vacations together in Europe and attended high-profile events like the prestigious El Acme Art Plus Film Gala in November, appearing very much a couple. On February 15, 2024, it was confirmed that their relationship had taken a significant step forward. They had moved in together at Pitt's residence. They continued to support each other publicly, appearing at the British Grand Prix in July and making their official red carpet debut at the 2024 Venice Film Festival. In a rare comment on his personal life in a May 2025 interview, Pitt himself emphasized that their public appearances are not calculated, but simply reflect the natural evolution of their relationship, a strong affirmation of his commitment to De Ramón. This newfound personal stability is perfectly matched by a financial empire that is nothing short of staggering. So, just how much is Brad Pitt actually worth? And where does all that money come from? The numbers will absolutely blow you away. It's net worth and wealth. We all know he's a rich and famous actor, but you likely have no idea of the sheer scale of Brad Pitt's financial empire. As of 2025, his net worth is estimated at a staggering $400 million, and it's not just from his movie roles. First, let's look at his primary income source, his acting career. He is consistently one of Hollywood's highest-paid actors, commanding massive upfront salaries and lucrative back-end deals. For his upcoming Formula One movie with Apple TV+, he's reportedly earning a career-high upfront fee of $30 million. For the 2024 film, Wolves, he and George Clooney were each paid a reported $35 million by Apple. His typical base rate for a leading role in a major studio picture is a cool $20 million, a figure he was earning for films like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Even back in the late 90s, he was pulling in $17.5 million for blockbusters like Troy and Fight Club, but he's also a savvy businessman. For critically acclaimed films like Inglourious Basterds and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, he famously took a 50% pay cut on his standard salary, reducing his fee to $10 million in exchange for a percentage of the film's profits. This strategy paid off handsomely for 2001's Ocean's 11, where his $10 million base salary plus back-end participation ballooned his total take to an estimated $30 million. His second major income stream is his production company, Plan B Entertainment. He co-founded it in 2001 with then-wife Jennifer Aniston and executive Brad Gray, but he became the sole owner after their divorce. Plan B has become a powerhouse in Hollywood, producing multiple Oscar-winning films like The Departed, Moonlight, and 12 Years a Slave. According to Celebrity Net Worth, the company has generated over $3 billion at the box office on budgets totaling around $1 billion. In a massive deal in December 2022, Pitt sold a 60% stake in Plan B to the European conglomerate Media One, in a transaction that valued the company at over $300 million. And on top of all that, he has a hugely profitable portfolio of brand endorsements. He was paid a reported $7 million to become the first ever male face of Chanel No. 5 perfume in 2012. He netted $4.5 million for a single Heineken Super Bowl ad in 2005. And in 2015, he earned a massive $13 million for a short film-style advertisement for the Studio City Casino in McCall, which was directed by Martin Scorsese. To truly understand how he built this empire, you have to go back to the very beginning, to a young man from Missouri who left college just 2 weeks shy of graduation to chase a wild and uncertain dream. Early life and career. Beginning. Before he was the global icon, Brad Pitt, he was William Bradley Pitt, a kid from Shawnee, Oklahoma, who grew up in Springfield, Missouri, a place he described as Mark Twain country, Jesse James country. Raised in a conservative Southern Baptist home, he was an active high school student, involved in everything from golf and tennis to school debates and musicals. He enrolled at the University of Missouri to study journalism with a focus on advertising. But a different dream was calling. Just 2 weeks shy of graduation, in a move that would change his life forever, he packed his bags and drove to Los Angeles to pursue acting. He took on odd jobs to get by and studied with acclaimed acting coach Roy London. His screen career began in 1987 with uncredited roles in films like Less Than Zero, and he made his TV debut on the soap opera Another World. His first leading film role was in a Yugoslavian U.S. co-production, but it was his breakout supporting role in 1991's Thelma and Louise that truly put him on the map. His charismatic performance as the drifter, J.D., instantly established him as a sex symbol and a star on the rise. He followed this with acclaimed roles in A River Runs Through It and The Chilling California, proving he had serious acting chops to back up his movie star looks. But what happened next would propel him from a rising talent to a global superstar. The established actor and Oscar-winning. The mid-90s were a turning point for Brad Pitt. In 1994, he starred as the brooding vampire Louis in Interview with the Vampire, a role that earned him 2 MTV Movie Awards. He then secured his first Golden Globe nomination for the epic drama Legends of the Fall. The real game changer came in 1995 with the dark crime thriller Seven. His intense performance alongside Morgan Freeman grossed over $327 million and showcased his incredible dramatic range. That same year, his unforgettable role as the eccentric Jeffrey Goins in 12 Monkeys won him a Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actor and his first ever Academy Award nomination. He was no longer just a pretty face. He was one of the most compelling actors of his generation. His fame skyrocketed with iconic roles like Tyler Durden in 1999's Fight Club, a film that initially underperformed but achieved massive cult status. In 2001, he joined an all-star cast in Ocean's 11, which grossed $450 million worldwide and cemented his status as a leading man who could guarantee box office success. His on-screen chemistry with Angelina Jolie in 2005's Mr. and Mrs. Smith drove the film to nearly $500 million in ticket sales. By the late 2000s, he was a worldwide phenomenon, earning his second Oscar nomination for his transformative role in The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. But he wasn't done evolving. The next phase of his career would see him become not just an established actor, but a powerful producer. Entering the 2010s, Brad Pitt solidified his legacy as both a top-tier actor and an influential producer. He delivered a memorable performance as Lit Aldo Raine in Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious Bastards, and then took on a dual role in 2011's Moneyball, both starring and producing. That film earned him Academy Award nominations for both Best Actor and, as a producer, Best Picture. This marked a significant shift, proving his talent behind the camera was as formidable as his presence in front of it. The ultimate validation came in 2013 when 12 Years a Slave, a film he produced through Plan B, won the Academy Award for Best Picture. He continued to deliver powerful performances in films like Fury and The Big Short, the latter earning him another Oscar nomination as a producer. The crowning achievement of his acting career came in 2019 when his brilliant supporting role as the stuntman Cliff Booth in Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood finally won him his first Oscar for acting. He also received critical acclaim for the sci-fi drama Ad Astra that same year. Even his 2020 guest appearance on Saturday Night Live, where he portrayed Dr. Anthony Fauci, earned him an Emmy nomination. Now, with a racing film titled F1 and the thriller Wolves on the Horizon, he continues to be one of the most vital forces in Hollywood. To house this incredible career, he's built an equally impressive real estate portfolio. Mansions and estates. Forget the typical sprawling celebrity mansions. Brad Pitt's real estate collection is a personally curated gallery of architectural history, reflecting a deep and genuine passion for design. For decades, his primary residence was a sprawling 1.9-acre compound in the Los Feliz neighborhood of Los Angeles. He began assembling it in 1994 when he purchased the main house from Cassandra Peterson, better known as Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, for $1.7 million. Over the years, he acquired 4 adjacent properties, creating a private sanctuary with a main house, a skate park, a secret cave, and 3 swimming pools. In 2023, he sold the entire compound for an astonishing $33 million. He then purchased a stunning mid-century modern home known as the Steel House for $5.5 million. Designed in 1960, the home is a masterpiece of steel and glass construction with floor-to-ceiling windows and a large pool. His portfolio also includes a Malibu oceanfront mansion he bought in 2005 for over $8 million, and a historic French Quarter mansion in New Orleans, which he sold in 2016 for $4.9 million. It was during his time in New Orleans that his Make It Right Foundation worked to rebuild the lower Ninth Ward. Though the project later faced legal issues over construction quality, the crown jewel of his collection is undoubtedly Chateau Miraval, his sprawling 200-acre estate in Provence, France. He and Angelina Jolie purchased it in 2011 for over $28 million. The property features a 35-room chateau, a moat, ancient aqueducts, a working vineyard, and the legendary Miraval recording studio used by bands like Pink Floyd. But what happened next will surprise you. In July 2022, he made one of the most significant architectural purchases in California history, buying a historic home known as Seaward in the Carmel Highlands for an off-market price of $40 million. The 1918 Craftsman-style home, designed by famed architect Charles Sumner Green, is built from local sandstone and granite, designed to look as if it's growing organically out of the cliffside it sits upon. It's clear he doesn't just buy houses, he invests in history and art. And to get between these incredible properties, his personal collection of cars and motorcycles is a gearhead's absolute dream. Cars and motorcycles. Collection. What does a $400 million movie star with a passion for design and performance actually drive Brad Pitt's garage is a stunning and eclectic mix of eco-conscious technology, everyday practicality, and raw, unadulterated horsepower. At the very top of his lineup sits a jaw-dropping Lamborghini Aventador LP 704, a flagship supercar priced around $400,000 that he reportedly keeps as a garage queen for only the most special occasions. His collection also includes a sleek, black 2015 Aston Martin Vanquish Carbon Edition, a gift from Angelina Jolie that he kept after their split, and a classic Bentley Continental GT, a grand tourer often reserved for red carpet arrivals. For more rugged performance, he has a Mercedes-Benz G55 AMG SUV and an Audi R8 Spider. But he also embraces sustainability, owning not one, but two Tesla Model S sedans, one black and one silver, as well as a high-performance 2023 Porsche Taycan Turbo S. You get the sense that, for him, vehicles are about more than just status. His practical side emerges with his use of a capable Jeep Cherokee and a Chevrolet Tahoe, which he was once spotted driving through a McDonald's. His love for speed and muscle is rounded out by a black Chevrolet Camaro SS, parallel to his incredible car collection. His passion for motorcycles underscores his love for the open road and, perhaps, a desire for anonymity. His stable includes a range of Ducati machines, from the nimble monster 696 to the exotic Ducati Desmo Sedici, RR, a street-legal MotoGP race bike. He owns a custom, one-of-a-kind chopper from the legendary builder Indian Larry, and unique engineering marvels like the Zero Engineering Type 9. But here's the part. They don't tell you his collection also features one of the rarest and most expensive motorcycles ever made, the Icase Titanium Series XX. Built with an aerospace-grade titanium frame and a 2,100cc engine, it's valued at an astounding $300,000. But when the open road isn't fast enough to get him where he needs to go, he takes to the skies. Pitt's private air force for a global icon like Brad Pitt, whose work and life span continents, commercial air travel isn't always practical. So, how does he navigate the world? He does it with his own private air force. As a licensed pilot since the 1990s, Brad Pitt understands the value of private air travel. His fleet is tailored to his needs, featuring two primary jets for different types of journeys. For shorter regional flights, he uses a Cessna 500 Citation ISP. This light, twin-engine jet is certified for a single pilot, making it nimble and cost-effective for domestic hops. It can carry up to 5 passengers and has a range of over 1,000 nautical miles, perfect for quick business trips. For long-haul, intercontinental travel, Pitt relies on his Gulfstream Phi. This is a large cabin, long-range workhorse capable of non-stop flights across oceans. It can accommodate up to 19 passengers and is equipped with luxury amenities like a fully enclosed lavatory, a private entertainment suite, a master suite, and high-speed Wi-Fi. The Gulfstream allows him to travel directly to remote destinations for filming or personal trips, completely bypassing the constraints of commercial aviation. This level of luxury extends to the smaller details of his life, especially the rare and valuable items he chooses to wear on his wrist. A collector's dream, watches and yachts. What does a man who has seemingly everything choose to wear on his wrist? Brad Pitt's lifestyle is a masterclass in understated elegance, perfectly reflected in his collection of luxury watches and his affinity for classic yachts. He's a true watch aficionado, with a collection that favors heritage and craftsmanship over flashy logos. One of his prize pieces is the Patek Philippe Nautilus 511, an iconic stainless steel watch with a blue dial so in demand its value has soared past $150,000. He also frequently wears a Rolex Cosmograph Daytona, the white dial version favored by collectors for its timeless racing heritage. As a brand ambassador for Breitling, he's often seen with the premier B01 chronograph, which combines classic style with modern performance. And his collection is rounded out by the elegant and historic Cartier tank, This taste for classic, timeless design extends to the water. In the south of France, he has owned classic family yachts perfect for cruising the Riviera. In 2013, he purchased a 75-foot classic schooner, and in early 2025, he reportedly upgraded to a new 75-foot yacht, valued at $7.6 million, both financed through his successful Miraval wine venture. The yachts, which can sleep 8 guests, are often docked near Saint-Tropez, providing a perfect private escape for family and friends, completing the picture of a life curated with impeccable taste. So, it's clear Brad Pitt is more than a movie star. He's a dedicated artist, a brilliant businessman, and a man driven by a deep passion for design and adventure. If you were as blown away by the real Brad Pitt's lifestyle as we were, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss another deep dive into the lives of icons. Comment below, which celebrity empire should we uncover next? Remember, applying just one insight from today's video on Brad Pitt's lifestyle could make a real difference. Let us know what you want to see next.